We need to talk. As many of you all seen me, I just found out the gender of my baby. And now I need to put it out there. Me and the baby's dad are not together, and we won't be getting back together anytime soon. I feel like I just needed to put this out there because I made a mistake by being with him. You might all think that I'm just saying this out of hurt. Yes and no. Because I went through so much stuff with this person that I put up with it because of the baby. I can't anymore. I need to keep my focus on the baby. I can't be letting myself go through it no more. I will not be getting into detail about the situations that I went through with him, but it was just one thing for sure. It was just pure manipulation. Things would happen and he would manipulate me and make it put it as if I was the one at fault, when in reality he was at fault too. I'm not gonna put everything on him. I did have some faults on a few things, but I learned to stop doing what I was doing. Me, on the other hand, when I was asking him, he would manipulate me into thinking that no, like that's just how I am, and it's like, okay, but that was how I was too. But yeah, I learned to change for you, and you can't even do the same thing. So it was just one of those reasons. There's obviously more reasons to it because I wouldn't just leave just for that, but there was other things out there and I just couldn't put up with it anymore, especially when I was already feeling depressed. I wasn't eating, and it's like, you guys know, when it comes to that, like, you need to make sure you have food in your system when it comes to a baby that's barely being formed. So that's how it was. Now I'm giving him the option to renounce his rights as a father, so he doesn't have to put up with this, and that way I can use that against him if he ever wants to see the baby. I'm like, nope, you renounce your rights as a father, you have no right to see the baby no more. That's why I've just been doing whatever I can to keep my mind out of things, because yet again, like, all of this just has me depressed. Obviously, like, I've been going to church, I've been praying to God that everything's gonna be okay, when in reality things aren't okay, and that's totally fine, because this is a process of healing, accepting what's wrong and accepting that it's not gonna come back ever. I have been in contact with his family, and he already made it clear to me that he doesn't want me to talk to them. I won't talk to them as much, but I will keep them updated when it comes to the baby. Because at the end of the day, they have no fault in any of this. It's between me and him. And I have told him since the beginning, because he would always, if we would have fights, he would always tell his family, oh, she's gonna keep the baby away from us, oh, this and that. Like, basically putting things out there when I haven't even said anything. And I ended up texting his sister, and she already knew about the situation that we were going through, because he ended up talking to his family about it. And I told her, it's like, honestly, like, you guys already know how your brother is, but just know one thing, I'm not gonna be keeping you guys from seeing the baby. It's like, he might be saying that, but I'm not gonna be doing that. I don't care about what he's gonna say, but I'm not gonna keep you guys from knowing the baby or having a relationship with her. I will be keeping him away from the baby, because I don't want him to be around her at all. Literally at all. I don't want her to be around him. If he doesn't renounce his rights, obviously I do have to suck it up and deal with it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be in charge of her. I'm gonna be the one taking care of her. He's gonna have to find a way to see her because he's not gonna be present for the most of it. He wants to see her. All right, I need these things for the baby. If he's not gonna do it, then all right, boy, like you ain't gonna see the baby. Like that's the only way, and obviously he's gonna have to pay child support because I'm not gonna be, if he doesn't renounce his rights, I'm not gonna be struggling with the baby for him just to be living his life, me taking care of everything. And it's like, no, like, boy, you're gonna help out if you don't renounce your rights. His family, on the other hand, obviously well, from what I was told, is that they're not okay with the things that he's doing. But at the end of the day, it's their son, it's their sibling. There's just a certain amount of things that they can do for him or for me, if it makes sense. I'm not gonna be I am not gonna be letting all of this get in between me and his family. Like, yeah, right now I am, because I'm not mentally there right now. And I'm just like, I told his sister, like, you know what, like, I think it's best to just leave things right here. I can't do this anymore. Like, I need time to heal. The only thing I wanted from him was to just give me back my stuff. But he's being a jerk about it. He's not really being mature about things. And I texted his sister, like, you know what? Make sure you text him and tell him if he wants nothing to do with me or his baby, to renounce his rights as a father. That way he doesn't have to do with anything. He doesn't have to do with anything. As much as it hurts, I would rather put up with all this pain than having to deal with his manipulation and insults. I was already done. I'm not gonna be putting up with it anymore. If maybe in the future, in which I doubt, he ends up changing, it's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna be easy. Like, I'm really not gonna be easy for him. Cause like, I've put up with so much that it's like, I'm not gonna be an easy person to get back with. Especially when I have other responsibilities to focus on. When the baby, obviously, like, I don't regret her at all. I don't. I do regret letting him get me pregnant. Because again, like, no one knows what they're gonna go through up until you actually go through it. I didn't realize things were gonna be like that up until recently. Literally like less than a month ago. And I already knew I was pregnant. When I tell you guys that he was a manipulator, it's like, he would always be like, I'm gonna fix things. Like, I know it's my screw up, I'm gonna fix things. He fixes it, but then things get better, he just stopped. Like, no, like, it's a whole process. Like, it's not something that I can forgive you right away. And that's what he thinks, like, no, like, I'm already forgiven, like, I can do whatever the heck I want. I'm like, no, it's like, you still have to work for it. And then it goes back to the same problems, the manipulation, the insult. It's like, all right, I'm done. And that's how it was. But the recent problem was that he started accusing me that I was cheating, or that I wanted to leave him because I wanted to be with someone else. The reason why I kept on telling him that I'm done, like, I literally just leave me alone, was because, how do I say it? I kept on telling him that I'm literally done, like, I don't want nothing to be with him, was because he always did things that would affect me a lot. Especially, like, he would hurt my feelings a lot. He would insult me a lot. So obviously I would always tell him, like, you know what, like, I'm done. Like, go be with someone else. Like, stop trying to fix things with me if it's gonna be too much for you. One main thing I kept on saying, like, oh, go be with someone else, was because if I was out with family, he always assumed that I was with other guys, that I was fucking around, that I was screwing other guys. But in other words, it's like, no, dude, like I told him, this was one of the big problems. You have my location, you see where I'm at. I'm literally at a park with my family, and you're making it a big deal in front of my family. It's like, come on, bro, like, you don't do that. And that's what he did. He ended up saying so much stuff in front of me and my family, and they were pissed. He started telling me, oh, you're over there with guys and this and that. All right, then watch me. I'm gonna go be with other girls and this and that because you ain't gonna like it. I'm just like, bro, like, I'm not even doing anything. Like, you literally have my location. I'm with family. And it's like, what the hell? And then before that, he would be like, oh, you're not texting me and this and that. I'm just like, you're probably out with other guys. I'm like, dude, I literally texted you, but you didn't even respond. Like, oh, like this and that. Like, you should double text me and this. Like, literally manipulating me into thinking that I was the one at fault. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm done. From that point on, I was just like, you know what? Like, just do whatever the heck you want. Like, I'm done. Go be with someone else. Like, I'm not going to be putting up with this anymore. Like, I'm done. You're just going to be an immature person. Like, I'm not even going to put up with it. Yeah, I already disappointed my family with this. Obviously, like, it's a disappointment trying to getting pregnant early on in the relationship. But at the end of the day, they accepted the baby. They accepted him. But when all of this went down, they were just like, no, you can't. Like, it made me open my eyes and told me, you shouldn't be putting up with this. Like, the baby feels everything. So everything I put up with him, like, the baby felt. So I was already, like, mentally done. I was just, like, out of it. So that's why recently I just, like, literally just today, I texted his sister, like, you know what, like, she's been the biggest support for me. She was always there for me. Like, she knows the things that I'm currently going through mentally. It's like, it's not easy, but she is there for me. She was the one that's was currently there for me, helping me out. But now it's like, I told her, you know what, girl, like, I can't put up with this anymore. Like, I need to respect your brother's boundaries and just not talk to you all, because, like, he's already pissed and I don't know what more he's gonna do. So it's just best we just not talk at all. Like, yeah, I'll make sure I'll keep you guys posted when it comes, like, to the baby, like, when she's on the way or when she's here. But other than that, like, I can't. Like, I need to heal myself first before trying to get involved with you guys again. I told her, like, I really do appreciate you all to, like, accepting me in the family, even though it was just, like, not a good idea at that moment, because it was fast. But now it's just like, I created an amazing bond with you all, especially with your little sisters. Like, I love them a lot. But now it's just like, I need to focus on healing myself, because it's not easy trying to keep going forward and being in contact with you all. Like, I apologize. Like, I really do love you guys a lot. And you guys are like are part of, like, you guys are very special to me. But now it's like, I need to focus on my health, my mental health, and my baby. So just make sure that, don't forget that I'm being a jerk to you all. Like, it's just what I need right now. And that's pretty much it. I tried contacting him. He's just being an immature kid right now. And I'm just like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'm not even going to put up with it anymore. Like, I'm done. I tried being the bigger person. And I even told him, like, I'm not trying to get back with you. Like, I just want my stuff back, because he has my computer. But that's pretty much it. This is just a little life update of what's been currently going on in the past few weeks. Well, past 2 weeks or a week. I'm gonna get better. I know that, because I am getting help. I am going to therapy. Thank God that I am. But right now it's just like, I need to get better for my baby. Because it's not going to be easy doing it alone, especially newborns. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to do because it was a mistake I did, but I don't regret at all because I'm bringing a life into this world, and I'm glad that I did. I regret that it was with this one person, with that person, but at the end of the day, I know what God has planned for me. If it's with him or not, my mentality right now is not. Who knows what's gonna happen later on? God is the one that's taking control of everything, and that's all I can say. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another video.